With you bringing that up, what
Yeah,
was
go
it
ahead.
specifically with an Undertaker or Rock? Because I don't remember a specific conflict
so,
per se.
so, so no, there was never anything specific with
Just
either one.
overall disrespect to the locker room.
So I had disrespected Rocky a lot in his younger years, and I've covered this too publicly. I was jealous of him. You know, he was the guy that could do what I could do, but also look like $1,000,000 and was beautiful. You know what I mean? So I was jealous of him. He was a threat to me, and so I lashed out at him. And in my mind, that made me feel bigger and better. You know what I mean? It's a typical bully, and all I can, give it to is drug addiction. Like, I was scared of him, and he posed a real threat to me. With the Undertaker, he tried to help me early on. He tried to help me when he saw that I was a wandering lamb, if you will, and he tried to pull me back in, and I totally rebuffed him and told him, you don't know me, and I just totally didn't take him up on his opportunity when I should have.
So you got to make it all better.
I got to make it all better. I got to look at Vince. I got to look at these guys. And again, right, wrong, or indifferent, and it was uncomfortable, like you noted, but it had to be done. And if it had to be done for only me to be sober and stay sober, then that was plenty good enough for me.
And to your credit, albeit in an uncomfortable way, you're a guy or a man who is not afraid of confrontation. And when there is something to be said or done, I think you do, and I've experienced, walk up and make, go face to face to deal with it.
Yeah. Look, and that happened. And so never with me and Rock. Like, literally, I told Billy a couple times, like, he's going to fight me today. You know what I mean? It was just that kind of, I don't know, man. I was really jealous of him, and I'm ashamed of that.
What's Rock's fighting skills like? How's that one lining up?
I don't know, but I was going to find out.
You're a soldier. You fight for life.
And probably get beat up in the process. But it was, I don't know. That was just where my head was at. And again, I was really scared of him, man, because and look, rightfully so, by the looks of where he's at right now.
How uncomfortable are you when you go in for the Hall of Fame induction to go make those apologies, look eye to eye with the Kevins, the Vinces, and whoever else it was?
Yeah. So look, it was very uncomfortable. Excuse me, but it was also a dynamic of my own design, if that makes sense. Like, I did it. I caused that uncomfortable feeling, or else we would just be, hey, how are you again? You know what I mean? And so, look, that was the time that I also cornered the Undertaker, and I'm not sure if it was the same time as I cornered the Rock, but look, I had some amends to make, and I thought, this is my opportunity. Either something comes of it or nothing comes of it. At least I get to clean up my side of the street, and then what maybe mend relationships going forward.
Career he's had, man. Yeah. TLC also featured Triple H and Kevin Nash in a ladder match. How did you feel, or did it even feel odd seeing these two in a ladder match while you were in that producer role?
Yeah, it was odd, and look, but everybody knew it too, so it was constructed from that. It was by design. Everything they did was by design. Like, Kevin shouldn't be climbing a ladder. That's what we were talking about, right? Kevin and Hunter in the ladder match. But it was also like, okay, ladder match is a thing. How can we how can we do this without them having a 5-star wrestling match? Because that's not what they were going to have. And I think the ladder came into a play where they could utilize that. And I thought they did great with what they had,